I never expected a random encounter at the grocery store to flip my entire life upside down. I was just grabbing a few things after work when I heard someone call my name. I turned and saw her friend, the same one she had traveled with last month. We exchanged an awkward smile, the kind you give someone connected to a life you're trying to forget. She looked nervous, almost guilty, and it made something tighten in my chest. We hadn't spoken since the trip, and honestly, I had avoided all her friends because every time I saw them, I felt like they were carrying pieces of a puzzle I didn't want to solve. But today, she stepped closer and asked if we could talk for a minute. I hesitated, but curiosity won. We moved to a quieter corner, and she kept glancing around like she was scared someone might see her. My heart started beating faster. I didn't know what she was about to say, but a part of me already sensed it wasn't good. Life doesn't warn you before it breaks you. Finally, she took a deep breath and said, "I can't keep this inside anymore." Those were the words that cracked the first layer of denial I had been living in. Suddenly, I felt cold, like the air around me had changed. She looked at me with a mix of sympathy and shame, and then she started talking. She told me what really happened on that trip. The late-night girls' hangouts, the sudden need for privacy, the mysterious moments my girlfriend refused to explain. All of it now had a truth behind it, a truth I wasn't ready for. She confessed that my girlfriend didn't just meet old friends while traveling. She had been with someone else. For a moment, everything around me went silent. The sounds of people shopping, kids laughing, carts rolling, they all faded. It felt like my entire world had shrunk into one painful sentence. I wanted to believe she was mistaken, that this was some twisted misunderstanding. But the look in her eyes told me she wasn't lying. I asked her why she was telling me now, weeks later. She lowered her gaze and said she tried to convince my girlfriend to come clean. But she refused. She said you'd never find out, her friend whispered, hearing that hit harder than anything else. It wasn't just betrayal. It was the confidence that she could get away with breaking me. I walked out of the store without buying anything, barely feeling the ground beneath my feet. My thoughts were spinning so fast that I couldn't catch a single one long enough to make sense of it. Every memory from the past month suddenly felt poisoned, rewritten by the truth I had just heard. When I got home, I sat there in silence. My phone buzzed with her messages, normal, gentle, pretending nothing was wrong. And I stared at the screen wondering how someone who claimed to love me could lie so easily. How many times had she smiled at me while hiding this? I didn't reply. I didn't trust myself too. My silence was the only thing I could control. I realized the version of her I loved didn't exist anymore. Maybe she never did. And the version of me that trusted blindly, he was gone too. That night, I made a decision. I wouldn't wait for her excuses or rehearsed apologies. I wouldn't let her rewrite the story. She took something from me on that trip, a trust, peace, maybe even a bit of my heart, and I wasn't going to let her take anything more. So I packed her things into boxes, each item reminding me of a moment that now meant nothing. And when I closed the last box, I finally felt something I hadn't felt in weeks: clarity. Sometimes the truth destroys you, but sometimes it sets you free.